I'm Karen. Welcome to my parenting mini course.
As long as it keeps handing me you. Sweet, sweet you. Sweet, sweet you.
This simple solution is to appreciate and let your children know you believe in them. When things are heading down a slippery slope, you'll be surprised how quickly you can turn them around by focusing on anything that's going right. Okay, so they've just traipsed mud into the house again. But don't mention it until after you've commented on how glad you are they're back in time for dinner, if at all. Here's why. Our children want our attention, and if the best way to get it is by being badly behaved, they will be. But if the best way to get it is by being well behaved, they will be. We can prevent a lot of bad behavior and encourage the good by appreciating our children. When we do, they'll behave better almost immediately. Want them to practice their instrument? Tell them how much you enjoy listening to them play. Want them to take their dishes to the sink? Thank them and tell them you appreciate it when they finally do it. General praise like, "Well done, aren't you amazing?" is definitely better than none. But gushing tends to go in one ear and right out the other. And after a while, they won't believe us or even hear us. If instead we tell our children exactly what they've done well, they'll start taking it on board. When things go wrong, the mud, the arguing with the siblings, the dirty dishes in the bedroom, we can't help but notice and point them out. When we're having a lot of trouble with one child, it's hard to find anything they're doing right at all. And it gets harder as they get older and start getting into trouble, being rude and answering back. But the good things aren't so easy to see. When they're well behaved, quietly watching TV or off playing, we don't even notice them. The trick is to look for anything good they do, no matter how small, and mention it specifically. That was kind of you to share a PlayStation with your friend. At first, it may be easy to see the absence of bad behavior. Your sister really wound you up, but you didn't hit her. Well done. There's no need to compliment them all the time or go overboard. Just say something specific and truthful, like, "You played hard in the match today." They'll be pleased to be noticed and will soon start having a better self-image that's based on truth, so isn't inflated. Even if we realize later that they did something well, we can mention it at night before we put them to bed or anytime. A simple smile, a nod of approval, or a thumbs up is great, especially if they're teenagers. Appreciating also means accepting who they are, not comparing their behavior to siblings or friends, which is usually discouraging. Our children look to us for their self-image, so have faith in their abilities and let them do more for themselves. Give them responsibility and appreciate their efforts. If they feel we believe in them, it helps them believe in themselves. It encourages them further to do the right thing and lets them know they can trust their own judgment. We can also appreciate that new experiences of any kind can seem overwhelming. One way we can help build their confidence is by exposing them to new things before they have to face them on their own. For example, they'll be happier going to a new school if we walk around it with them first. By appreciating our children and not being critical, we're creating an emotionally warm atmosphere in the house. Everyone will be happier almost immediately, and our children are far more likely to listen to us, even when we have to tell them what to do. If we're generous with compliments, our children will be too. Pretty soon, they'll start complimenting each other, and even us. Our relationship will start to improve because our children will know we think they're wonderful and that we're on their side. Seeing our children in a better light is good for everyone and helps us realize we aren't doing so badly after all.
Sweet.